Right now at 6, it's primary day in Virginia as voters head to the polls for some key races in the Commonwealth. Melanie Alwick has a live report just as the polls are opening this morning. An arrest made, a man now facing charges for starting a destructive wildfire in Washington state. Now people are returning to charred homes and damaged neighborhoods. An iPad pilot program for younger students. Why one local school district giving out tablets to elementary kids. Other districts banning cell phones and smart devices for high schools. And it's a great day to get your outdoor plans in because the humidity and the storms will roll in as we move through the week. Tucker's tracking the latest forecast for you this Tuesday morning. Your news at 6 starts now.
Well, this might be the day of the week you want to get outside. Appreciate you being with us each and every morning here on Fox 5 and streaming on Fox Local.
Yeah, consider it your heads up. We have Tucker, who has all the details on that, as well as Caesar. Good morning. Hey,
yes, good morning. I mean, I don't want to call it too much of a beauty.
Yeah.
It's like a C+.
Kind of mid.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it'll be better than what we have down the road, but it's still going to be warm and sticky and kind of cloudy out there, and that's what we're starting with this morning. 6 a.m. numbers for you in the sticky department for sure. 73 degrees, not too bad temperature-wise. Della's 70. Should be in the mid to upper 80s later this afternoon. The win here is I don't think we'll get storms this afternoon, but it will be a warm and muggy afternoon for sure, and we'll get some clouds this afternoon. You can see some clouds streaming in from the south. Had some rain down south of us overnight. We're getting some of the cloud cover from it. So we'll have some clouds this afternoon. Again, warm, sticky day, but it should generally be a storm-free afternoon. Can't say the same about the rest of the week here, and we'll talk about that coming right up. All right, Caesar, how are roads?
Well, Tucker, right now, roads aren't necessarily too bad, but we do have a few incidents out there. We'll get to one right now, right? So it's on the southeast southwest freeway, the westbound direction. This is a new one. So it's a crash before Main Avenue. Use caution, follow police direction. You can see delays from Suitland Parkway. I-295 is at 41 minutes so far this morning. Over to you.
Our top story this morning, polls are officially open in Virginia. Right now, voters are heading to their polling centers for the statewide primary.
Yeah, and if you're thinking this is later than usual, it is. They had the spring redistricting battle, so it might be a question to turn out. Let's get to Mel. She's in Fairfax this morning with what you need to know. Hi, Mel.
Good morning. That's right. Ordinarily, the primary would be in June, but here it is, beginning of August. And as you mentioned, they just needed a little time in Virginia in case that redrawing of congressional districts became a reality, and people would have to sort of get reorganized in terms of candidates and where to go vote. Instead, as we know, the Virginia State Supreme Court blocked that redistricting effort on a procedural matter, so voters will be back in their familiar districts. This is an open primary, so voters, when they come to vote in person today, if that's what they choose, can also choose which party's ballot they'd like to mark. Virginia does require an acceptable form of ID to vote, which includes a driver's license, passport, voter ID card, utility bill, or bank statement. Now, among the races to watch, who will emerge as the opponent to Democrat Senator Mark Warner in the fall? There are 3 challengers in today's Republican primary. Warner is unopposed in the Democrat primary. He has signaled that this could be his last term if he's reelected. He's been in office since 2009. 6th-term incumbent Representative Don Beyer is facing challengers for the Democrat Party nomination. The 4 candidates include a former Alexandria City Council member, a tech executive, a former CIA officer, and a retired general. Now, this is in the 8th District, which covers Alexandria, Arlington, Falls Church, and parts of Fairfax County. The GOP candidate, Tony Savio, is unopposed. And as we mentioned, polls open from 6 a.m. until 7 p.m. Anyone who is in line to vote at 7 p.m. will still be able to do so. You mentioned turnout. Yeah, that is going to be the wild card, not only with mail-in voting and ballot drop-offs, but the fact that this is now sort of out of people's regular thought process when it comes to primary day. We'll see how many people actually decide to make this part of their day today.
All right, Melanie, thank you. On Capitol Hill, the Senate overwhelmingly advanced a bipartisan stopgap funding bill that keeps the government running through December 11th. The measure also temporarily blocks a White House proposal to give political appointees final say over scientific grants. Senators hope to pass the bill before going on a month-long recess at the end of the week. The House would then have to take up the bill when it returns in September.
Senate Judiciary Committee could vote to advance acting Attorney General Todd Blanche's nomination this week. Two key Republicans changed course on threatening to block the nomination. Senators Tom Tillis and John Cornyn vowed not to advance it, quote, until President Trump's so-called anti-weaponization fund was dead. Well, Sunday night, Blanche rescinded that order. Latest with the war in Iran now. President Trump says he expects to soon learn more about the status of negotiations with Tehran. Yesterday, the president telling reporters an update could likely come today. The president has played this hand before during the 5-month war, but he insists this time it's different, saying new talks between the countries are the, quote, last chance to make a deal and avoid an escalation. However, critics see the president reaching for a reset button as a growing pattern.
Police have made an arrest in connection with the devastating wildfire spreading in Spokane, Washington. Spokane County Sheriff's Office says they've arrested 37-year-old Aaron Farinacci for arson in connection with a series of blazes in the area. Those fires have destroyed at least 700 structures and forced more than 60,000 people to evacuate.
It looks like bombs went off because the houses are just in ashes. I mean, there's fireplaces standing and cars burnt, so.
No injuries or deaths have been confirmed, but officials say it will take time to fully assess. The fires have consumed more than 8,000 acres with 0% containment since they started Saturday.
All right, 6:05. Time for weather and traffic on the 5s.
Pretty.
Overall, you might give it a C+, but I'll give the sunrise an A+ up in Frederick.
I agree with you. That's stunning, beautiful. Yeah, got a few clouds out there to start your morning. We're kind of warm and sticky. It's not going to be a terrible day, not at all, but it won't be, it won't be perfect,
Yeah,
low humidity, bright sunshine. We're going to have some clouds around, and we've got kind of muggy conditions out there for our Tuesday. All right, let's hop in. Cloudy and warm. Again, daytime highs mid to upper 80s. That part's not too bad. We won't check the rain box this afternoon, so that part's great, but it will be, again, sticky out there for much of the day. We've got a pretty humid air mass in place. Okay, nice look down in Virginia there. Mount Vernon starts your morning. 73 degrees, get the morning going. 70 Dulles, 71 at BWI Marshall. Clouds for everybody, or generally clouds, but a beautiful sunrise we just saw there in Frederick. Looking at the satellite, we don't have any rain, but we do have some cloud cover that's working in from the south here. So the satellite radar, a couple of showers if you look down at the bottom of the screen there, down at the south part of the bay, but that's about it to start the morning. And we should generally be dry this afternoon. Going out late tonight, early tomorrow morning, the shower and storm chances will be back for the day tomorrow. But I think we're generally going to be dry today as that frontal system will remain just far enough south and east of us to keep us on the dry side of things. So not a bad Tuesday at all. Again, a little muggy out there at times. 87 this afternoon with some clouds arriving later this afternoon with winds out of the east at 5 to 10. Plenty more in the forecast in just a minute, but first, the fan club. And boy, did we see some fans at our zip trip last Friday. Yeah, we love seeing everybody. Thanks for coming out. All right, we got our dear friend Matt in Leesburg checking in. Chase and Ella got married on August the 1st in Rice, Virginia. And Chase and Ella, great big congratulations to the two of you. What a cute picture. Hope it's a wonderful life for the two of you out in Leesburg there. Scan me up right-hand corner. Matt, thank you for sending that picture in. We love it. All right, Alice checking in. Oh, look how cute that is. Fox 5 zip trip, Prince Frederick, a beloved Start Daycare. Hang out with our favorite weather guy, Uncle Tucker. I saw Alice at, speaking of the zip trip, on Friday, and some of her students. They were fabulous. Might have even been her children. And big hugs to everybody there in Prince Frederick in Calvert County. Alice, thank you for coming out. Scan me in the upper right-hand corner. We love seeing you. They had their little microphones and their signs and their shirts made, which was so much fun. Scan me in the upper right-hand corner and let us know what you're doing. Caesar?
Thank you, Tucker. So far right now, we're going to talk about, of course, this crash that is affecting the southeast-southwest freeway in the westbound direction, right? It's over in southwest. It's the crash before Main Avenue. Traffic gets by in the left lane only at the moment, so that's why you're seeing delays from Suitland Parkway, I-295, up to 44 minutes so far this morning. It does have 4 vehicles involved. So as we'll see the next one right now, much better conditions here on 395 in the northbound main lanes. You can see between the Beltway and the 14th Street Bridge. We're at about 10 minutes so far there. So moving smoothly at that point. I-95 northbound main lanes between Quantico and the Beltway. You can see that we do have just a few cars on the road causing a slight slowdown, but not too bad out there. 27 minutes for that drive time. Steve?
A 16-year-old boy shot and killed during an illegal car rally in Prince William County over the weekend. Now, police searching for the shooter as these gatherings continue to trend all across the region. This one in Woodbridge at Crossing Place. The teen arrived at the hospital just after 2 a.m. with a gunshot wound to the upper body. and he later died. Detectives are still working to determine what led to the shooting and asking anyone with information to come forward. This was one of 3 illegal car meetups across the region over the weekend, leaving a woman with a gunshot wound in Prince George's County as well, and a firearm arrest in Montgomery County.
Today in the district, the status hearing will be held for the teens charged in the viral Navy Yard Chipotle brawl. This is video of that incident. A judge previously said the teens complied with every court order but must remain at home with their parents. The teens are now facing several charges, including assault. Well, we are less than a month away from Arlington County Public Schools getting back to class, but there are some notable changes when it comes to tablets and devices.
Let's get out to Stephanie Ramirez outside of Alice West Fleet Elementary with some of the important details. Morning, Steph.
Hey, Steve, Marissa, good morning. And this is all part of that battle to balance access to technology with too much screen time, especially for those younger students. APS, that's Arlington County Public Schools, they actually announced back in May that they were going to make some changes when kids return to class from the summer break. And guys, this includes the school system starting a pilot program. It's going to be a 2-year pilot. Phase 1 for the first year of the pilot starts the 2026-2027 school year. So for most pre-K to kindergarten, that means now only the students who need instructional support will have access to devices. For first and second grade, they will implement 1 device for every 2 students, with second grade having access to an iPad classroom cart that will have full classroom sets. Upper elementary school students will have classroom carts as well. Most middle schoolers will get iPads, and that tech will transition for them to MacBook Neos next school year. Now, some exceptions. There are 8 elementary schools listed, Fleet here included. They will move directly to a shared iPad model this year. And that's to test how it works before expanding to the entire school district. And 2 middle schools listed, they will move to the MacBook Neo this year. And this will all, guys, be up for discussion and review as they move through the pilot programs. First day of school for APS is actually August 31st. It's coming up. I'll send it back to you.
It won't be long. A couple of weeks away. Our Fox 5 Live Insta poll, we're asking, should elementary school students be given iPads to use in the classroom? And right now, the overwhelming majority is saying no. Still early. Those numbers will move as you vote in real time. Scan the QR code in the upper right if you would like to play along, or you can weigh in at fox5dc.com.
Your time now, 6:11. Coming up, caught in the act, how the owner of a local bar managed to help stop 2 people trying to steal liquor bottles from his business.
Some pretty intense footage, too, showing the moment shots rang out inside of a local mall. A teen now facing an attempted murder charge. That and more coming up at 6:11.